Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Periscope, and YouTube. Did I say that? No. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Periscope. All at the username Tiffany TLC Music, all my own music, except for one song that was written for me, which I'm actually going to sing tonight. But wow, there are a number of people on Periscope. Welcome. Hi, Molly. How are you today? What is your profile pic of? I can't quite figure out what that is. Hi, Blowbird. Welcome. Hi. Molly, what is that? It's like a shadow. Is it a person with a light behind them? Anyway, I hope you're doing well today. How did you feel about the debates? I know that's a lot to try to say in a message. Hi, Dr. 710. I can tell you, I was a complete stress bucket watching them because it was a little bit more, it was scary in a different way having an articulate, competent debater on the other side of Kamala. It was scary in other ways having maniacal, Trump when he was in that. Gotcha. Okay. I kind of thought it was a person with like a light. Oh, I see, leaning their head back. I thought it was leaning their head forward, and it just seems so strange. They're leaning their head back, right? Okay. All right, so I'm opening up Facebook. It's always so hard to find the live video that's going. Don't know why. Yeah, for sure. And it was interesting listening to the fact check. There was one thing that Kamala was saying that apparently was wrong. She said it a couple times. I'm so confused. What is my broadcast title? Your friend has wild hair? Really? It looks like a short haircut. Maybe it's curly. All right, I am going to find out what the heck my title is because I cannot find the current title on Facebook. It's not Music to Light the Way, right? It's soothing music. So why is it not showing up? Why? Welcome to anyone who is new. Please consider following if you like the music wherever you're watching. Yeah, she has curly hair. Whether it's Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, or Periscope. And you can also follow me on Twitter, Tiffany TLC Music. I am trying my very best to open. Oh, I see. There it is. Okay. All right. I've got Facebook open. Her head is tilted back. I got it. I figured it out. That makes sense. I could not figure out what was going on for a while. I just found it stressful to watch, just again, because he clearly practiced a lot. He had some zingers, but I'm hoping that women felt the same way I did. I felt triggered with how much he rammed right through the moderator and Kamala. Just as a woman, it was triggering big time. And I'm guessing I'm not alone in that. Some commentator said the same thing, that they predicted it would not land well with women, which of course that's one of the big categories that Trump's trying to win back. So, but I just felt stressed the whole time, honestly. Yeah. Somebody said mansplaining too. And he did have a couple of just very almost patronizing things. Hey, Mini Speeder! Molly, Mini Speeder is my fan from my original fan from when I was broadcasting on YouNow. How are you doing? TJ, how is it going? How have you been doing with all the smoke? We've been having less smoke lately, but man, it's been a lot of smoke this year. And I'm guessing you've had some fire risk where you are. We have not had the fireworks. Yes, I think you're right, Molly. We're talking about the debates last night, TJ. I'm not sure you watched. But debate. I keep saying debates. One debate. But so much has happened since you and I have talked last, TJ, in the news. My God. Yeah, it's no way to possibly catch up on all of it. It's a catastrophe a day lately. Hi, Stan. All right, let's. I'm thinking about doing sad and sweet memories, and then in that, which is about my parents, and accepting that they did the best they could, even though I had unmet needs, which is not uncommon, because parenting is very difficult. And wow, where am I? Oh, okay, hold on. Good, be better once Biden's president, right? Thank you. I know. So my only thing I can do each day to quell my anxiety, the one and only thing that works, is campaigning. Of course, I haven't tried heavy drugs. That might work too. Or alcohol. I don't do any of that. So it's campaigning. I do texting like every day for Biden and also Move On, because I just can't, I don't know, it's just that nervous energy of like, this has to end, and I'm so in need of it to end that oh yeah, you know, I couldn't look at him, honestly. I could see out of the corner of my eye that he might be smirking, so it's interesting that you said that. And he also had this like, that time where he said, where she said the Rihanna case wasn't decided fairly, and he said, well, you know, as a former prosecutor, I'm just really surprised to hear that you would doubt what a grand jury would come up with, but, you know, I guess that's your opinion. And she was like, you will not be schooling me on, you know. Aw, virtual hug from Big Lou. I need to hug our cat more. I do. It takes willingness to take the time and let yourself relax into it. I think that's probably the biggest challenge. Because we have a cat. No, I do have some, in theory, I have that medicine, cat medicine available. But I would still like to meet Big Lou. Maybe he could convince me to relax without campaign drugs. All right. So, sad and sweet memories. And in this song, oh my God, my tablet is just almost completely slid out and would have clattered to the ground. Lou is a Gumby cat. What the heck's a Gumby cat? What the heck is going on with my holder? Okay, guys, if there's a catastrophic earthquake, anything goes with him. Baranoglu, welcome. It's your first day on Periscope. So now I have to find my song again because I had a little mini catastrophe. All right, sad and sweet memories. Here we go. So in this song, I mentioned a lullaby that my dad wrote for me. Let's see. Oops. And I will sing that after. I remember our house, the happy times in our house, together with my mom and dad. When it split apart, I felt so sad. It wasn't everything it could be. You didn't always know how to care for me, but I loved our little family. The peace and the stability, sad and sweet memories. I'm glad glad, so glad for what you gave to me. Though you didn't always know just how to meet my needs, you bother me so much to me. You as a single mom, was it easy for you or me? I needed more support and harmony, but your parents, they didn't show you what to do. And parenting alone is so much harder too, which is why I'm so amazed at the sweet friendship that we have today. I love the connection we share now. We ended up close somehow. Sad and sweet memories. I'm glad, so glad for what you gave to me. Though you didn't always know just how to meet my needs, you bother me so much to me. I really missed our time, Dad, from before the split. You wrote a lullaby for me and sang it with such tenderness. Your tenderness, it carried on and on, but your focus on me seemed almost gone. But I know it was so very hard to lose your family. So hard, I think maybe it hurt to look at me and really see. Yet I've come to treasure what you're able to give. And I'm so grateful for every day that you live. Sad and sweet memories. I'm glad, so glad for what you gave to me. Though you didn't always know just how to meet my needs, you bother me so much to me. You bother me so much to me. Yes, learning that lesson about being empathic to our parents and ourselves at the same time happens at some point, usually along the path of growing up, but usually when we're adults, if at all. I mean, you can continue to carry some resentment for sure, but adjusted my plant back there. Anyway, I'd love to hear how you guys are doing, if you feel like sharing. Wherever you are watching, live or replay, and if you like the music, I hope you consider following. Thank you. I'm really loving this, the reverb. Mini Speeder used to listen when I didn't have this. I really only got this going a few months ago. I'm really, really liking it. I listened to my broadcast today and I was like, yeah, the sound is so, really? That's the first time you heard that song? How could that be? How could that be? Wow. You know, there must just be coincidentally, like sometimes when you come on, maybe I already did a song, and because I've definitely probably been through all my songs. I have like 22 songs or something. There's one or two that I don't play on here that are just too like audience specific. Is that right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Well, I have 22, but there's one that I don't play on here. It's very specific subject. And yeah. Well, that's so cool. Who knows? What? God, I have a little funky sound there. I think I need to change out the battery in my guitar. Hi, Tayer. Welcome. What's the other thing that... So there's another thing that I don't know if you guys can relate to that's been going on, which is I have a friend or two. I think there's a lot of pain as we've been, many of us have been locked down the best we can, limiting our contacts with COVID, depending on what state you're in, what your philosophy is. Unfortunately, it's all across the board because we don't have consistent public health messaging from our leaders. But for the most part, I think a lot of people have been doing that more or less, at some point in the last 6 months. For us, it's been like pretty much continuous. And when it started, I think we thought, well, it'll be kind of a nice Christmas. We'll have a cozy family Christmas and Thanksgiving just with us. But, we've never done that. Never, ever, ever done that. It's always been at least my mom and usually a lot of other family. And as the time's getting closer, it's very painful. It's very painful to think about not being with them. And we have some friends and family members, not family members. We have some friends. I think it's going to be the minority for sure, who are like kind of giving in to the draw of it, to the pull of it, to the angst. They're just like, what, we just can't do it. We're getting together. And what's scary is that more and more as we've learned more, we've realized the latest analysis I saw on this was that the biggest issue is ventilation. So when you're indoors, even a top-notch public building, right up to code, brand new building, has an air exchange every 3 times an hour, outside air, inside air, traded off, right? With COVID, you need 6 to 9 times. So think about that. That's with a public building. With most residential buildings, there's no outside-inside air exchange at all. So if you're in a situation where you're spending any significant time, where there's any chance you're taking your mask off, it's just... So the only thing that's helping my husband and I stick to our guns on this is just to realize, there is no option. Oh, wow. It's hard. She probably, I'm guessing, lives alone, maybe. It's really hard for people who are living alone. My mom lives alone, but she lives near my aunt, and they have kind of a bubble. My aunt and my aunt's partner and my mom kind of have this like bubble. And I'm like, you know what? I can wrap my mind around that. I resisted that at first. I was like, don't do that. But it's really hard, I think, for certain people more than others. My mom is kind of she can do it kind of thing. She's able to be alone maybe more than your average person, but her family is in Nevada and she's afraid to fly now. Oh, well, I get that. Hi, Carrie. Good to see you. How are you doing today? Who do we have on your profile pic today there? Is this another cute picture? Let me see. Oh, why does it not let me? I want to, okay. I need to click on this to see your profile. View profile. Oh, that's you singing with Claire. Oh, that's so cute. Thanks for sharing, Carrie. But, well, I don't want to repeat everything, but Carrie, in a nutshell, that's so awesome. What a great memory. Who knows when she'll be on the pier again. I was just talking about how much I think we're in for kind of a painful Thanksgiving and Christmas season, a lot of people, because there's this choice between, oh, that's nice. Yay. Aw, that's so nice, Molly. There's this choice between there is no option to have a normal Christmas and Thanksgiving with extended family. It's either have it and be concerned to at least some extent if you have any awareness of the risks, or don't have it. And maybe have a Zoom thing or whatever. I mean, I don't want to rule out creative third options, but so we've been feeling angst and sadness as it's getting closer to think about not having, Christmas and Thanksgiving with my extended family. And we're not alone. There are a lot of people feeling that way. And yet there's no denying that it's just not safe. It's really not. It's home ventilation is not adequate to the task. And this is the time where, the virus is just sitting and waiting. This is the time where it can happen, with the cold, with the flu season, all of that. Yes, I know, Carrie, you're very lucky. And I feel very happy, like for the most part, that that's true here. But we've always had, my mom lives away, and we always got together with my husband's sister and so on. Oh, yeah, that's so cute. No, I think sometimes exceptions have to be made. In your case, you have in a way, you're a bubble there of 3 people, but what we normally get together with is like 20 people. Well, that would be, a suicide mission. Really, it would be just, and you just have to, the only thing that makes me go like, okay, we can do this is that it's not like we're turning down, it's not like we're turning down an option to have a normal Christmas and Thanksgiving. That is not an option this year. It just isn't. You can have everything that might look normal, but then know you're taking these risks, which to me, because I'm so aware of the risks and I've researched it so much, it would be terrifying and mortifying and horrible. And I'd be so stressed out worrying that I just like killed my mom, or something. So it is what it is. To quote a Trumpism, it is what it is. And people have survived through much worse. That's good. She's quarantining. Okay. Yeah. And you guys have a small group, and I just feel like sometimes exceptions have to be made because I think you guys are a twosome, right? And then you're having her come over. That's 3 people. I mean, it increases the risk. There's no question. Like, you have to be clear-eyed about that, right? But like for my mom, my aunt and her partner come over with her, and that's 3 people, and that's kind of their bubble. And they take precautions. They don't wear masks, but they stay apart, whatever. And over time, I've adjusted to it because I'm like, you guys are 3 people. We're 4 in our household, so if one of us goes anywhere, 3 of the others are at risk, so. But anyway, I'm just the overall point I'm making is there's a lot of pain, I think, and angst people are feeling as the holidays come closer, and making those decisions, and feeling even more angst when people they know are kind of breaking the rules and taking the risks, and it's like, But it helps me to realize there is no risk-free option. There is no option to just have it the way it was. And that's what I want. That's what I'm longing for. So just have to be the way it was. And that's just not an option this year. It's just not. So we'll do what we can do through Zoom, and I guess, we'll do what we can do. But it's this will be a year for the memories, not so good, intense memories. I think it'll be a full year at least. Oh my God. He's coming to Pittsburgh on Monday? Oh no. We had him here in Sacramento maybe a few weeks back with the fires, but he didn't have COVID yet, so far as we know. Oh, is he doing a big rally? I know he's been talking about doing that instead of the next debate. God, what are we going to do with ourselves once he's gone? Like I think we've all gotten somewhat adjusted, and it's kind of like when you have an alcoholic in the house, there's this codependence for a rally. Oh my God. There's this codependence that happens. They say you can get sort of addicted to the drama and the stress. And so we're going to all just have to what would it be like to just have uneventful news every day? Celebrate. Yeah, it'd be amazing. You may not be saying celebrate about what I'm saying right now because of the lag, but anyway, let's do boy, we talked a long time. I talked a long time. Let me own it. But let's do the lullaby, Tumble Star. Oh, right? I'm just going to cry. I'm going to cry and cry and cry and cry and cry happy tears like all night. Exactly. Totally. No. I mean, yeah, right? But instead, I mean, you guys have seen it all. His joyride with the mask in the hermetically sealed vehicle, coming home, taking his mask off with the poor housekeepers there. Dance but naked. Do you mean dance butt naked? Oh my gosh. We'll all know if that unfortunately we may not know the night of, right? So we won't. That's the only thing that's going to be hard is waiting for God knows how long. 14 years. Butt naked in the backyard. I love it. Let's do it. And we'll all know, once we know, we'll all know that everyone else is doing the same thing. Ugh, why am I getting this crackle? He doesn't do anything correctly or nicely or legally. I know. Why, you guys, I've got a crackle. I think I need to change out my battery, but I'm hoping I can get through this broadcast. There we go. News at 6. Tumble star, tumble from the sky. Running of the bull. Sleep. Sleep. God, I gotta start over. Tumble star, tumble from the sky. Tumble far, I wonder why. Sleepyhead, dreams are spinning round. What? Snug in bed, a gentle sleeping sound. A busy day, full of play, friends were ever there. I sang my songs, I played my games, and toys always shared. Tumble star, tumble from the sky. Tumble far, I wonder why. Sleepyhead, dreams are spinning round. Snug in bed, a gentle sleeping sound. Tumble star, tumble from the sky. Tumble far, I wonder why. We are all sick. We are all sick. We're in this altered state. It's been I bet you we all have like detectably higher cortisol levels, and we have for like the last almost 4 years. And that's why I'm so stressed out right now, is like, I don't think I can do another 4. And so it feels like so much is riding on what happens in the next 30 days, less than 30 days. So I just campaign my heart out. That's all I can do. Yeah, right? So much. And then, of course, for you and I, Mini Speeder, the fires, the smoke. Oh my God, that's added so much stress for me. We haven't had the fire risk so much as endless smoke, you know? So thankfully a break for the last week. We've had a break. Or we'll go out. I think our sense of smell is adjusted. We'll go outside and we'll be like, smells fine to me, even though the map says red. I know, we really have. And it just, periodically, I just just feel like crying, you know. Gotta cry. Let out the cortisol from your tears. You know, tears emit cortisol, your stress hormone. Hi, Crazy Blue. They alert people that you need help, and they get rid of some of that cortisol. Got a lot of it. Hey, Scottish Ray, good to see you. How are you doing? We're talking politics and overwhelm. He's in another country, so he doesn't have to worry about our president. Well, everybody has to worry about our president, actually. Yes, Molly. Exactly. Yes. That. Well, I saw this Gisham. What's her name? Gisham. She's written about Putin, Putin's Russia and the transformation. She's an expert on authoritarianism. And she says there are 3 stages, and we're still in the first stage, but this election will be the tipping point between, I think it's authoritarian appeal, and then the next stage is authoritarian consolidation or authoritarian acceptance or something like that. Scottish music is not soothing? I don't know about that. No, I would never say that. I don't really know. We're talking about our president is not soothing here in the US. We're all stressing out because our election is coming up, and it just feels like a lot is riding on it. Yes, totally. Yeah, Marcia Gisham or something. She's really amazing. She often gets interviewed on Chris Hayes, but you can read her books too. I have not done that myself, but yeah. Crazy stress. So let's do that brand new day and persist. They're both kind of related to this topic, although I don't recommend that you try to spend a lot of time in endless discussions with people right now. It's more, discussions with people who you just try to get out the vote, but not necessarily trying to change people's minds at this stage of the game. This is a song written when I was a little more optimistic about that. Great to see you too. All right. I don't know what is going on. I'm hoping this is just a battery issue, but I gotta make it through this broadcast. My guitar is being a little crunchy. When we talk about changing the world, well, we don't have to agree, but maybe I could learn from you and you could learn from me, so that one day at a time, step by step, we can climb and we can find our way to that brand new day. Knowledge, it is emergent, that's what they say, so let's learn something new each and every day, so that one day at a time, step by step, we can climb and we can find our way to that brand new day. And if we search with open minds, we just might see the same signs, and so choose the same paths more and more of the time, so that one day at a time, step by step, we can climb. Thanks, TJ. And we can find our way to that brand new day. And so that we all can come together, I hope we avoid judgment and look for solutions for the 100%, so that one day at a time, step by step, we can climb and we can find our way to that brand new day. And maybe, just maybe, if we reach out and we speak about those changes that we seek and help others do that too, why, we can make it through, so that one day at a time, step by step, we can climb and we can find our way to that brand new day. Now it may seem much too hard. Uh-oh, I'm having a technology problem, guys. It may cut out. Even hopeless at times, but together we're unstoppable. A better world is possible. So one day at a time, and step by step, let us climb so we can find our way to that brand new day. Saying one day at a time, and step by step, let us climb so we can find our way to that brand new day. Ray, I don't mind you saying that. That's sweet. No, I don't have any problem with that. That's lovely, as you said. So I'm having my weird technology problem. Whoa, that was interesting. Huh. Okay. I think we're going to be able to make it through, but my entire browser closed after a total freak out. What? Seriously, Molly? How could that be? Wow. You know, I don't do that one very often. It's a very simple song. I wrote it for a talk I gave after I was really involved in Occupy Sacramento. I taught nonviolent communication to help people protest peacefully. There, I did like workshops. And then I got involved in the Zeitgeist movement, pushing for a resource-based economy. And I gave a talk and a slide presentation, and I wrote this song for the talk. So it's just like quickly written. And I don't know, but it definitely has a lot more optimism in it on coming together and understanding one another than I feel that I have felt lately. So there's that. But thank you. Yeah, I'm glad you really like it. That's awesome. Yeah, I actually just so the idea behind it was, at that point, we weren't looking at different fact sources so much. It wasn't, at least not that I was aware of. So my thinking was, if we just all are looking at the same facts over time, we will be able to see what will really meet all of our needs the best. And we'll see the same signs, over time. But it's really tough when you're not looking at the same facts. Although I guess I just think it'll take a longer amount of time, because the facts are what they are. And if you're listening to something that's not sharing with you the actual reality over longer period of time, you might have to acknowledge what's actually going on, whatever that might be. So I'm going to finish with Persist, which also relates to this, and encouraging all of us. I will say specifically, I would urge all of us to consider being politically active at this time. Vote, obviously, but also, consider doing some volunteering to get out the vote. It's never been easier because it's all virtual. And like if you do a text team, for example, almost every conceivable reply has already been written out for you. You just kind of search to select the fitting reply to whatever's been said. It's so easy and it's so satisfying. So I urge everyone to consider that. This was a song that I wrote to keep myself going on that kind of stuff. I have no problem going on it now because it's the only thing that keeps me, that helps me feel empowered in the face of all the stuff we're dealing with. So I do need to just say, if anybody's watching on Facebook, YouTube, or Periscope, I cannot even see what's happening on there right now unless you chat, because my entire browser thing shut down and I just don't have time to try to set it all back up again. But please consider following. Come back again. This is my last song. I'm on most weekdays between 5 and 6 p.m., 5:15 and 6:15 p.m. or so. Hopefully like 5:15 and 6 p.m. Pacific time. That's my goal. I want to be off by 6, but here I am. Here I am again. Sisters and brothers, I know it's been hard. scarred. But just look what we've done. Letting love lead the way. We've made all of the difference. So we'll continue this way. Yes, we will act. We will resist. We will persist. Every day we exist. 'Cause when we act, when we resist, when we persist, I know, you know, we know we've got this. When we stand for love and empathy for all, you know we find solutions that help everyone stand tall. And when we do it together now, standing side by side, leaning on each other now, we are up on the ride. So yes, we will act, we will resist, we will persist. Every day we exist. 'Cause when we act, when we resist, when we persist, I know, you know, we know we've got this. When every single one of us, every single one does something each day to make the world more fair, and does it in their own way, big or small, we value it all. 'Cause when we include everyone, we rise, we rise, we rise like the sun. So yes, we will act, we will resist, we will persist. Every day we exist. 'Cause when we act, when we resist, when we persist, I know, you know, we know we've got this. Yeah, I know, you know, we know we've got this. I like that. I like that, Molly. Resist, really persist is the word now. Resist was when Trump first was elected, resist. And I don't, honestly, it's okay with me, whatever your politics are. If you're listening and you're like, wow, I'm for Trump, that's fine. It really is. I'm just being honest about where I am in this situation. And I wrote that thinking about that. And then, thank you, Molly. I need it. I need this kind of song to keep me going, I've been doing the campaign stuff since 2017, probably early 2017. And it's, that's been so I have that verse about, and when every single one of us does something each day to make the world more fair and does it in their own way, big or small, we value it all. Because I consider what I'm doing pretty small. Like, I'm not out there, I'm doing it maybe 15 minutes, half hour a day at least. Lately, I've been doing it more, but as the deadline's kind of coming up here, but it's all important. Like, if we even if we just do something like encourage our parents to vote, or whatever we can do, just something to make the world better. It all matters. It all adds up. So I know it's easier said than done these days because there's so much overload people. Yeah. So much people are dealing with, though. It's hard because people are dealing in their own personal lives with so much stress. Mini Speeder, I wonder, your kids, I'm trying to remember their ages. Anyway, that's probably too much to talk about at the end of the broadcast, how they're doing, if they're in school dealing, or if they're like doing school from home. I'm trying to remember. My kids, I mean, we're homeschooling, so we've always been doing that. So it's virtually no difference at all. Interest-led homeschooling. Okay, online college. Wow. What a trip. How is that for her? Is she liking that? It's tough. I feel so sorry for the young generation. They're just feeling, my niece is so sad. She's like, I'm only 19 once, and I can't, I'm missing all my friends, and of course there are certain people, like I was talking about with Christmas and family. It's like there are some people that are breaking the rules, and that are taking the risks, and then you feel even more like you're missing out. She's dealing with all of that, and it's really hard. I think it's especially hard for young people right now. Yeah. So nothing that replaces that. You're trying to connect with other people. You're making your way in the world, and you don't have a family yet. And you don't necessarily have your lifelong partner yet, for sure. And that's all what you're supposed to be working on. And it's like, hit the pause button. And you don't pause your aging. Your aging doesn't pause. Anyway, hard times. So I know when I say, do what you can to kind of help us end this nightmare. I realize that's easier said than done sometimes right now with what people are going through, dealing with their kids at schools, maybe layoffs, this, that, and the other. So it can't always happen, but if you can, I promise you, it is very cathartic. And if you can't, just do what you can. And hope to see you again. Thanks for hanging out with me. This keeps me going. This is a big thing that keeps me going, and I hope it helps you as well. I will keep coming back, and if I can't at some point, I will Twitter message. So follow me on Twitter, Tiffany TLC Music, and also, of course, any of the places, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or Periscope, where I simulcast every weekday between, I'm just going to say 5 and 6 p.m., even though that's a lie, Pacific time, for like a half hour, 40 minutes, mostly modern American folk. Thank you. I really like having you on, Molly. It's really been lovely. Thanks for hanging out with me. So good to see you again, TJ, and as always, Carrie, and others who are clearly on, whose names I do not know. Oh, I think, yes, Ray's gone. Thanks for hanging out with me. Carrie's typing something. I will linger. Thank you. Have a great night. I see more typing. Have a great night, everyone, and hope to see you soon. I am lingering. Molly is typing. It's cool being able to see who's typing. Aw. Thanks. Bye, everyone. Take care. Bye.